forces of News 5 and Signal TV's One News, Radio 5 and 1PH. The Food and Drug Administration has approved 8 testing kits to locally diagnose COVID-19 in the country for commercial use. 3 of the approved test kits are from South Korea, 2 were manufactured in China and Germany, while another test kit was made in Singapore. The FDA released the list of approved test kits on Friday. Puspuso na rin po ang pag-develop ng mga kumpanya sa iba't ibang bansa ng mga test kits para po sa coronavirus. Ang isang kumpanya po sa United Kingdom at isang research institute naman mula sa Senegal ay nagde-develop po ng test kits na maaaring maglabas ng resulta sa loob lamang ng 10 minuto. Karagdagang good news po, $1 lamang po ang halaga ng pagmamanufacture nito. Narito po ang quick take mula po sa Bloomberg. Pero pagkaklaro lamang po, under development pa lamang po ito. Congress is set to hold a special session on Monday to tackle the budget needed to respond to the worsening health crisis in the country. During the session, lawmakers are expected to pass a bill that will authorize the president to realign available funds worth around 200 billion pesos. Finance Secretary Sonny Dominguez said the budget will be obtained from what he calls non-budgetary programs. This means funding for the government's Build, and other economic initiatives will be preserved.
Yes, we are not reducing the amount of spending. We will source the funds from non-budgetary sources. This will not impact taxes.
Alam naman po natin lahat na excited po during the Duterte administration yung build. But of course ngayon, survival pinag-uusapan.
At para po pag-usapan pa ang binabalak na hakbang ng Kongreso na mag-realign ng budget para tugunan ang paglaganap ng COVID-19 sa bansa, makakapanayan po natin sa linyang telepono si Finance Assistant Secretary Tony Lambino. Magandang gabi, Sir at Asik Lambino.
Magandang gabi, Ed, at magandang gabi sa lahat ng nanonood at nakikinig ngayon.
Hi, sir. Thank you for joining us. Sir, pagkaklaro lamang po, pag sinabi pong non-budgetary sources, ano po exactly ang ibig sabihin nun?
Yung non-budgetary, yung mga additional sources of funds, no, tulad ng mga idle budget balances mula sa iba't ibang mga national government agencies na matagal nang hindi nagastos, tulad ng mga development partner sourced revenues, development partner sourced funds, grants and loans from the Asian Development Bank or the World Bank, at iba pa pong mga pondo na excess galing sa ating mga government-owned and controlled corporations. So yan po ang ibig sabihin natin sa mga off-budget sources.
Ito po yung pangkaraniwang hindi nagagalaw o minsan nare-revert lamang sa Treasury dahil nakaraan na yung fiscal year.
And some of these budgets wala po sa single treasury account actually. No? So yes, they are available at hinanap po natin yan lahat para po itong package. No? Naalala mo siguro, Ed, a few days ago, there was an announcement of a package. No? This is a much larger package.
Yes, sir.
200 billion compared to the 27 billion. Because when the 27 billion package was put together, hindi pa po kasi tayo nag-announce ng enhanced community quarantine. Ngayon po, iba na po yung sitwasyon. No? Dahil po dito sa enhanced community quarantine ay bumagal po ang galaw ng ating ekonomiya dahil po for our safety, we have ordered that everybody stay home, no? And yan po ay may malaking epekto sa consumption except for mga basic goods, no? Yung mga basic products tulad ng pagkain, hygiene products at saka mga disinfectants at saka mga medicines and other health products. So dahil po dun lang po talaga yung consumption ngayon at yung production din po natin bumagal dahil marami pong mga manufacturing facilities ay sarado, yung mga malls po natin ay sarado yung mga restaurants na nagde-deliver lang yata, no,
Opo.
ang mga bukas at mga grocery at mga markets, no. So at saka mga of course mga pharmacy. Pero dahil nga kailangan talaga natin gawin ito para matigil po yung transmission nitong COVID-19.
Asek, ibig po sabihin na-identify na po ninyo yung panggagalingan ng 200 billion. I mean, more or less, nakita na ho ninyo yung pera.
Well, there are sources that are already being put together, at we are confident that we will be able to finance this great need. No? Kasi ang gusto talaga nating tulungan dito, Ed, through this budget is the sector of society na talagang no work, no pay.
Opo.
Ito yung mga nasa informal sector na pag hindi po pumasok sa trabaho ay wala pong source of income. No? We've asked the private sector to help for those who can na to continue providing support to their employees. Pero meron po kasing mga 16.5 million households na apektado ngayon na nasa informal economy, mga informal workers. So yun po yung talagang priority natin na tulungan.
That's around 80 million plus people kung 5 people for every family.
Opo, you multiply po that by the number of people per household. Yes, sir.
Asek, ito pong 200 billion, is it a supplemental budget or is it just a realignment of di ba? It's just a realignment of existing funds
Hindi naman galing yan sa spending program natin, no? In fact,
opo.
sinabi ni Secretary Dominguez, we will continue full speed ahead with our expenditure program, yung binadget na po ng Kongreso for 2020. Napaka-importante kasi that the government spends in a time when the economy is slow. Dahil po dapat counter-cyclical talaga ang paggastos ng gobyerno pagdating sa investment para bumalik yung mga trabaho para sa ating mga kababayan. So that is a large priority to make sure na yung spending program po natin as authorized by Congress ay matuloy. Ang kailangan po lang gawin through this legislative effort, at nasabi na po yan ni Senate President Soto, si Senator Cayetano, si Speaker Cayetano, si Senator Go was at the meeting earlier with E.S. Medialdea and Secretary Dominguez and Secretary Anyo. Talagang we just need a lot more flexibility for the President to be able to realign based on needs. No? Kasi we're in an emergency situation. The budget was crafted for a non-emergency context. Kaya po ito pong gagawin ng ating Kongreso ay napakahalaga para po mas lalo natin ma-resolve itong crisis na ito.
Opo. So it's not so much putting together a new budget or a supplemental budget as it is giving the palace flexibility to pull in several branches of the budget or the spending program.
Hello, Ed. I'm sorry, naging choppy po yung ating linya. Hindi ko po narinig yung tanong.
Opo. So it's not so much putting together an entirely new budget as it is giving the President flexibility to maneuver around the existing one.
Hello, Ed.
Yes, sir. Can you hear us, sir?
Now I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I was saying, so it's not so much a new budget as it is giving the President the flexibility to maneuver with the old one.
That's correct. And plus, we're also adding off-budget resources to the effort to fight COVID-19.
Asek, isa pa pong tanong, hindi raw nakalagay o hindi na raw ilalagay yung eksaktong halaga ng pondo, tama ho ba doon sa panukala? The President will just be given flexibility to...
I'm very sorry, Ed. The line is very choppy.
Hi, sir. Are we losing you, sir? Can you hear us now? Or...
Now I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that.
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir. So, sir, does this mean that we are not really putting together an exact amount for the budget? In other words, Congress will not really put up an exact amount or a hard figure. Will Congress just give authority? Do you know what I mean? Will Congress be looking at a hard figure in this proposal, in this proposed law, or it will just be an authorization for the President to do what he sees fit?
Hello, Ed.
Yes, sir.
Very sorry. It's breaking up. Hindi ko naintindihan yung tanong.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we should dial again.
Yes, sir.
That's okay.
It's okay, sir. Sige, sir. I'll let you go na, sir. More or less, I think we already have what we need and I know you're very busy. Maraming salamat po, Assistant Secretary Tony Lambino. Magandang gabi po. Since the Luzon-wide quarantine was imposed, PAGCOR ordered the suspension of Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGOs. But since then, some condo dwellers in Metro Manila are alleging that some POGOs transfer their operations in condominium units. To get more clarity on this, we have on the line Attorney Jose Tria, PAGCOR Vice President. Magandang gabi po, VP Tria.
Good evening, Sir Ed.
Oh, sir, ito po ba narinig niyo? Kasi ito ay kumakalat na balita. Of course, we haven't confirmed it yet. There are some condo dwellers who are alleging that the POGOs, not suspended ngayon, are being moved into condominiums.
Yes po, nakarating na sa amin yung mga complaints na yan. And in fact, we have already issued an order na hindi sila pwede na mag-work from home.
Work from home?
Kasi, nagkaroon kasi ng confusion dyan kasi syempre nung nag-impose tayo ng quarantine,
Opo.
everybody was encouraged na mag-work from home.
Opo.
So, although nagkaroon sila ng misimpression na pwede sila mag-work from home. Although kami po, nag-issue rin kami ng some permits kasi para dun sa mga, meron kasi silang mga, for example, mga data centers and na kailangan continuous ma-maintain. So, may mga iba sa kanila na humingi sa amin ng permit na kung pwede bang, yun nga, from their own houses, ma-maintain yung data centers na yun. Plus yung, siyempre abrupt kasi yung closure, meron pa silang mga players na nagsisingil pa nung bayad or whatever. So yun nung pinayagan namin. But nagkaroon nga ng confusion and narinig na lang namin na may mga condominiums na nagsabi, halos inilipat daw yung opisina dun sa condominium units. So we wrote na all the operators and service providers na hindi nga sila pwedeng mag-operate from the residences. We also wrote the condominium building administrators na kine-clarify namin kung ano lang yung pinayagan namin na pwedeng gawin doon sa mga bahay. And then as of yesterday and today, pinaikot na namin yung monitoring teams namin. Pinapuntahan namin yung mga condos na may nagre-reklamo. And tomorrow we will continue the rounds para kung meron talaga mga nag-set up ng gano'n, mapigilan natin.
Sir, para lang klaro po, ano po yung parameters that you have put up? Bale, ano yung pwede nilang ipagpatuloy dun sa mga kondo at ano yung bawal?
Unang-una po, ang pwede lang dun is yung maintenance services na yun nga, yung kung may kailangan lang silang i-maintain tapos kung may kailangan pang i-wrap up lang with their customers, yun lang pinapayagan namin. We also informed the condominium units na ang payagan lang nila dapat dun sa units are the registered tenants. Hindi siya pwedeng magpapasok na ng... Ang kwento kasi parang yung dati raw na 4 na nakatira, naging 8, naging 12. So sabi namin sa mga condominium administrators, hindi pwede yun. Only the registered tenant, kung sakali man siyang na-authorize mag-work from home siya, kung tungkol nga doon sa maintenance services, dapat registered tenant siya ng unit mismo.
Ang sinasabi po nyo, ang pwede lamang, kung tama po intindi ko, ang pwede lamang parang administrative processing ng mga pending, hindi na po pwede yung gaming, hindi po pwedeng yung gaming mismo ilipat doon sa mga private condominiums.
Hindi po. Actually po talagang hindi man niya malilipat yung gaming kasi ano lang yan, ang games po kasi naka-pre-program doon sa web. Ang ito namang mga workers, parang mga agents lang yan. Nagtatawag na nag-i-invite ng players and nag-guide sa pag-open ng accounts. Tapos nag-guide din sa settlement ng mga event.
Wala pa lang po kayo nahuhuli? Wala pa kayong naiispatan? Puro reklamo pa lang?
So po yung yung pinuntahan uli talaga. Tapos dinaanan na rin yung ibang condominiums. So yung ibang condominiums, meron kung may ganong issues na.
I'm sorry. Sir, we're losing you. We're kind of losing you. Can you still hear us? Sir, can you still hear us? I think we lost Attorney Jose Tria, PAGCOR Vice President, but thank you very much, VP Tria, for your time. At least 76 people were taken to detention cells in Baguio City for violating the 24-hour curfew. Violators will face charges of loitering. The city government has enforced a community quarantine and a 24-hour curfew due to the spike in COVID-19 cases. Basilan Island will be under a total lockdown starting Wednesday after the number of cases of persons under investigation increased to 19. Reports from the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office and the Provincial Health Office shows that over 1,000 people have been placed under monitoring. Smart Communications, under its Free Stories for All initiative, is giving its prepaid subscribers an extra 1 gig of data for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribers can also access for free the websites of news organizations like News 5, One News, Business World, and the Philippine Star until April 14. And that's the latest on the enhanced and expanded community quarantine in Luzon. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Ed Lingao, and we are One News.